I'm Ben with the BTC Sessions, and this is your Bullish Bit brought to you by Bitrefill.com, your go-to place to pick up gift cards, phone refills, and pay your bills with Bitcoin, both on-chain and via the Lightning Network. Check them out now at Bitrefill.com and earn sats back as you shop. Bitrefill.com.
It's definitely interesting to see how many people really put trust in centralized entities, especially to run the Bitcoin ecosystem. Um, mining right now is centralized in these huge corporate, centrally controlled, publicly traded companies. And you see this whole other segment of people trusting the government and wanting the government militarily involved in mining Bitcoin, let's say. I think the next discussion, the first issue was, self-custody. I think the next problem in the next bull market is going to be this issue around censorship of transactions. And that's going to involve around the mining space. And why that's going to happen is because there's so many centralized entities controlling and being able to censor your transactions. Not many people know, but over 80% of the Bitcoin hash rate is controlled by a couple dozen entities. The governments could easily go to these guys and be like, listen, you're either censoring these transactions or we're shutting down your mine. And guess what they're going to take being a publicly traded company. So that's why my mission and why I founded FutureBit was to make sure we can combat this. We need to make sure there needs to be a majority hash rate controlled by the people. 51% of the hash rate has to be controlled by individuals that are not censorable. And that can only happen if people understand the importance of mining and making sure that they're mining at home, where the government can't go after a million or multi-million people. They can easily go after a couple dozen centralized entities, but they're not going to go after 10 million people. And I think that's an important narrative for people to understand. It's important that you're taking Bitcoin off exchanges and you're holding it, but that Bitcoin is run by these miners, and if you're not participating in the whole ecosystem, and then that's what we built at FutureBit, you're not participating enough. You really have to go all the way in.
Mhm.